Good morning, students. Today I will explain time series analysis. This is new topic in last unit. Time series analysis. Time series analysis is the last topic in fifth unit. Last topic in fifth unit. Already I gave you the material, theory material. Already I gave you. Important concept essay question in time series analysis is methods to study the trend line. Methods to study the trend line or trend values. Methods to study the trend line or trend values. Methods to study the trend. Methods to study the trend lines or trend values. There are four methods to study the trend. First hand, freehand curve or graphic method. Freehand curve or graphic method. Second, semi-average method. Second one, semi-average method. Third one, moving average method. Moving average method or method of moving average. Moving average method or method of moving average. Fourth one, least squares method. Least squares method or straight line trend. Straight line trend. This is the new topic in fifth unit, time series analysis. One of the important concept in time series analysis is methods to study the trend. This is the essay questions. Method to study the trend. First method is freehand curve or graphic method. Second one is semi-average method or semi-average method. Third one, moving average method or method of moving average. Fourth one, least squares method or straight line trend. Last two, that is third and fourth one, both are important and essay questions. Third and fourth are important and essay questions. First and second, 2 marks, and second sometimes 2 marks, sometimes essay question. Second question sometimes 2 marks, sometimes essay question. Last two are very important essay questions. Very important essay questions. Now I will explain how to draw a trend line using graphic method. How to draw a trend line using graphic method. Problem. Fit a trend line by the method of fit a trend line by using freehand curve. Fit a trend line by using freehand curve. Data. Year 1991, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. Next, sales 500, 520, 550, 470, 510, 540, 560, 570, 590, 610. 610. This is the given data. Fit a trend line by using freehand curve or graphic method. By using freehand curve or graphic method. This is not important. The freehand curve was not important. Years 91 to 2000. X, Y, X, Y. Years 91 to 2000. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. X-axis years. X-axis years. Next, on Y-axis. Y-axis sales. Smallest sale is 470. Highest sale is 610. Scale on Y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Scale on Y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Starting from 470. Starting from 470. 470, 480, 490, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 590, 600, 610. 610. Y-axis sales. Y-axis sales. Now we have to draw a curve by using year end sales. By using year end sales. First 1991 sales 500. Scale on Y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Starting from 470, 0. This is the curvy line. Curvy line means data was condensed between 0 to 470. Data was condensed between 0 to 470. Curvy line. Starting from 470 because smallest value is 470. Smallest value is 470. First year is 1991. Corresponding sale is 500. 1991 corresponding sale is 500. Next 1992 sale is 520. Next 1993 sale is 550. 1993 sale is 550. $1994 sale is 470. 1994 sale is 470. 1995 sale is 510. 1996 sale is 540. 1997 sale is 560. 1998 sale is 570. 1999 sale is 590. 1999 2000 sale is 610. This is freehand curve. First join these points without using scale. Without scale. Join these points without scale. Only using hand only. This is freehand curve. This is the freehand curve. This is the freehand curve. Next trend line. Next trend line. Approximately draw a trend line in freehand curve. Approximately. Approximately draw a trend line in freehand curve. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. This is the increasing portion. Increasing portion trend line. Increasing portion. This is the freehand curve. Different persons will draw a different trend lines in freehand curve. Different persons will draw a different trend lines in freehand curve. This is without scale, using hand only. But trend line is scale. Curve is hand. Curve is hand. This is not an important. Diagrams will be drawn on graph paper only. Diagrams will be drawn on graph paper only. Okay? Note. No trend values in freehand curve. No trend values in freehand curve. This is the one of the disadvantage in freehand curve. This is the approximate trend line, not in exact trend line. This is the approximate trend line. No trend values in freehand curve. This is the one of the disadvantage in freehand curve. Next problem. Same data. Scale is important. Scale is very important. Scale. On x-axis is years. On y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. This is the very important scale. Scale, x-axis, y-axis, years, sales. Important. Next, fit a trend line by using semi-average method. Fit a trend line by using semi-average method. Same data. Fit a trend line by using semi-average method. Same data. Year sales 91, 92, 93 till 2000. 91, 92, 93 till 2000 sales 500, 520 and so on. 500, 520 and so on. Fit a trend line by using semi-average method. Semi-average. Semi-average. Next, expected year. Expected year. Expected year. First column year. Second column sales. Third column semi average. Fourth column, expected year. Listen carefully. The whole data is divided into two equal parts. The whole data is divided into two equal parts. First point, the whole data is divided into two equal parts. Total number of years 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total number of years 10. First part is 5. Next part 5. The whole data is divided into two equal parts. First part 91 to 95, second part 96 to 2000. 96 to 2000. Next. First we have to average of sales for. First we have to average of sales to first part. First part sales. Total 5 sales. 5 sales. 500 plus 520 plus 550 plus 470 plus 510 by 5. Because 5 sales. Average of 5 sales by 5. Total 5 sales by 5. First important step in semi-average method is the whole data is divided into two equal parts. This is the first part, this is the second part. Average of two parts. Total sales in first part is 5, total sales in second part is 5. Two parts, equal parts. Now we have to average of first part of sales, average of second part of sales. First part of sales 500 plus 520, 500 plus 520 plus 550 plus 470 plus 510 divided by 5. Total 5 sales divided by 5. Average divided by 5 is 510. Is 510. Is 510. Semi-average. These are the trend values. Semi-average 510. 510 is the trend value. 510 is placed to middle year. What is the middle year in first part? What is the middle year in first part? 1993. The trend value is placed in corresponding to 1993. Trend value is placed to middle year. Trend value will be placed to middle year. Trend value is 510. Middle year is 1993. Middle year is 1993. This is the expected year. Middle year is the expected year. 1993. 1993. Next, average of second part sales. Average of second part sales. 540 plus 560 plus 570 plus 590 plus 610 divided by 5. 574. What is the middle year in second part? 1998. 574 is placed to 1998. 574. This is the second trend value. This is the second trend value. What is the expected year in second part? 1998. 1998. This is the semi-average. This is the semi-average. First, the whole data is divided into two equal parts and two other columns will be added. That is semi-average and expected year. Total 5 sales in first part, 5 sales in second part. Total number of sales 10, number of years 10. 5 sales, 5 years first part, 5 years second part. First, average of first part sales. Next, average of second part sales. This is the trend value. Trend values coincide with the corresponding year. Trend value is placed the middle year. Trend value is placed to middle year. First batch middle is 1993. Trend value is 500 plus 520 plus 550 plus 470 plus 510 by 5 is 510. It is corresponding to middle year. That is 1993. Middle year is the expected year 1993. Next, second part, average 540 plus 560 plus 570 plus 590 plus 610 by 5 is 574. Is the corresponding to 1998. 1998 is the expected year. This is the semi-average calculation. Semi-average calculation. Next, now we have to draw a trend line using semi-average method. First, we have to draw a curve by using first and second columns. After then, we have draw a trend line using third and fourth column, semi-average and expected year. First, we have to draw a curve by using first and second columns. After then, we have to draw a trend line by using third and fourth columns. 1991 to 2000. Next, smallest sale is 470. Starting from 470. Scale on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Y-axis sales. Y-axis sales. First 1991 sales 500. 1991 sales 500. This is the curvy line because starting from 470. Curvy lines means data was condensed between 0 to 470 because smallest value in given data is 470. That's why starting from 470. 1991 500 sale. Next 1992 520. 1993 550. 1994 470. 1995 510. 1996 540. 1997 560. 560. 1998 570. 1999 590. 2006-10. 2006-10. Now we have to join these points using scale. This is not a freehand curve. Now we have to draw it. Now we have to join it points by using scales. This is the curve in semi-average method. First we have to draw a curve by using first and second columns. After then we have to draw a trend line by using third and fourth columns. This is first and second columns. Next trend line, third and fourth columns. Semi-average means trend value. Semi-average is 510 and expected year is 1993. 1993 510. 1993 510. Next expected year is 1998. Corresponding semi average is 574. 1998 574. 574. 574. This is the trend line. This is the trend line. This is the curve. This is the trend line in semi-average method. In semi-average method, first the whole data will be divided into two equal parts, and average of first part and average of second part. Average of first part and average of second part. Trend value is placed to the middle year. Trend value is placed to the middle year. Middle is considered as expected year. Middle year is considered as expected year. Next, first we have to draw a curve by using first and second columns, that is year and sales. After then we have to draw a trend line by using third and fourth columns, that is semi-average and expected year. This is the semi-average method. Diagrams will be drawn on graph paper only, not in white paper. Diagrams will be drawn on graph paper. In this problem, total number of years were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 years. 5, 5. Equal parts. In this problem, total number of years were 10 years. Equal parts. So first part 5 years, second part 5 years. Next problem. Fit a trend line using semi-average method. Fit a trend line using semi-average method. Data. Year 1991, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Sales 500, 520, 550, 470, 510, 540, 560, 570, 590. 590. Fit a trend line by using semi-average method. Semi-average method. First, first step in semi-average method is the whole data is divided into two equal parts. In this problem, the total number of years were 9. Total number of years were 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first part. First 4 number of years is first part. Last 4 number of years is second part. Last 4 number of years is second part. Omit the middle year. Omit the middle year. This is the one of the disadvantage in semi-average method. Total number of years. Last problem, total number of years 10 years. First part 5 years, second part 5 years. In this problem, total number of years 9. The whole data is this is the theory. Any number of years, 9, 10, even years, odd years, any years. But important step in semi-average is the whole data is divided into equal parts. First part 4, last 4. Omit the middle year. Omit the middle. Here total number of years 9. First part is first 4 years is first part. Last 4 years is second part. Omit the middle year. Middle year is 1995. Omit this year. Omit this year. Omit this year. This is the one of the disadvantage in semi-average method. Semi-average method. Next, semi-average. Unexpected year. Total 4 sales by 4, not 5. This is 4 years sales. Average of first 4 years sales 500 plus, 520 plus, 550 plus, 470 is 510. Is 510. This is the trend value. Trend value will be placed in between, placed to middle year. What is the middle year? What is the middle year? This is the 4. Middle year is 1992, 1993. 2 middle years. 2 middle years. 2 middle years. Trend value is 510. 510 will be placed in between 2 middle years. In between 2 middle years. 510. In between 2 middle years. What is the expected year? 2 middle years. Average of 2 middle years. 1992 plus 1993 by 2 is 1992.5. That is the expected year. 1992.5. Trend value will be placed to corresponding middle year. But this is 4 middle years, 2 middle years, 2 middle years. Trend value will be placed in between middle years. In between middle years. This is the middle year. What is the expected year? Average of 2 middle years. 1992, 1993. 1992 plus 1993 by 2 is 1992.5. Trend value will be coincide to particular year. Particular year, because in this problem trend value was not coincide with particular year, because trend value in between 2 middle years. In between 2 middle years. This is the one of the disadvantage in semi-average. This is the one of the disadvantage in semi-average. Omit the middle year. This is the one of the disadvantage. Trend value is coincide with 2 middle years. 2 middle years. This is the one of the disadvantage. Expected year is points 1992.5. Next part, average of second part. Average of second part. 540 plus 560 plus 570 plus 590 divided by 4 is 565. 565. What are the middle years? 1997, 1998. 1997, 1998. 2 middle years in second part. 1997, 1998. Trend value is 565. Place the trend value in between middle years. In between middle years. 565. 565. What is the expected year average of 2 middle years? 1997 plus 1998 by 2 is 1997.5. 1997.5. Total number of years 9. 9 is odd. 9 is odd. This is the two disadvantages in semi-average. One of the omit the middle year. That is one of the disadvantages. And trend value is not a coincide with middle year. In this problem, trend value is placed in between middle years, 2 middle years, in between middle years, not coincide with particular year. These are the two disadvantages in semi-average method. This is the first column, second column, third column, fourth column. Same last problem model. First we have to draw a curve by using first and second columns, or then we have to draw a trend line by using third and fourth column. Note it down. $510, $565. (1991 to 1999). 1991 to 1999. X-axis years. X-axis years. Smallest value is 470. Draw a curvy line. Data was condensed between 0 to 470. 470, 480, 490, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 590, 600. Sales. First we have to draw a curve by using first and second column, that is years and sales. 1991 year is 500. 1992 year is for sales 520. 1993 550. 1994 470. 1995 510. 1995 510. 1996 540. 1997 560. 1998 1998, 570. 1999, 590. 590. Join these points by using scale. This is not a free hand. This is the curve. Next we have to draw a trend line by using third and fourth column, that is semi-average and expected year. Semi-average and expected year. Semi-average and expected year. First semi-average is 510. 510. Corresponding expected year is 1992.5. 1992.5 is in between 92 and 93. 510. 510. Here is 1992.5. 510. Next expected year is 1997.5. 565. 565. 1997.5 is in between 1997 to 1998. 565. 565. 565. This is the trend line. This is the trend line. Semi-average method. Semi-average method. Graphic method and semi-average method were completed. First two methods were completed. In next video session, I will explain how to draw moving average and least space. How to draw a trend lines by using method of moving average and method of least space. Today's class was completed. Thank you.